If you are printing blank pages, not able to print a certain color, or just have an overall and general print quality issue with your Epson EcoTank 2980, then stay tuned, you won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to actually clean the print head on the Epson EcoTank 2980. Now these are the materials that we're going to be using, which is some paper towel, a print head cleaning kit linked down in the description below, and you will need a small Phillips head screwdriver. So the first thing we're going to do is we are actually going to go into the printer's settings. Once we see the settings, we're going to click OK, we're going to click on maintenance, and then from maintenance we are actually going to print off a print nozzle check. On this nozzle check, we are going to be able to determine the type of problem that we have. Are we printing blank pages? Is a certain color not printing? Or do we have faded prints or choppy prints? The actual nozzle report will show us that information. So here we have on the left a nozzle report. If yours looks like the one that I have circled, one of your colors is missing, it may be that you're printing totally blank pages, and in that case, nothing will show up. That is totally normal. Now that we've determined what colors are giving you the most issues, we are going to print another nozzle report, except this time while the printer is printing, we are unplugging the printer. So we want to make sure to remove that piece of paper that went through the system. And now we are actually going to lift the top of the printer and we are going to begin working towards getting access to this print head. So what we need to do is actually just twist to the right this arm that props up the top of the printer, and it should come unloose very easily. Do not lift the top of the printer too far because there are cables that will become disconnected. What you can do is just lay that arm back in place without it actually being set in place, meaning that you should be able to freely move the top of the printer without having any obstruction. You should be able to lift it about another quarter of the way, but not 100%, because again, those cables will become disconnected, and that's a whole nother issue. So now we have access to the print head, but there is a small Phillips head screw that needs to be removed. Do it carefully. Make sure you put the screw in a safe place because you do want to replace this when you're putting the print head back together. Now that we have that removed, there is a latch that you lift on the side. There are two latches. Once those are lifted, you can easily and gently remove the cover piece to the print head. We are now going to be folding up a piece of paper towel, and this paper towel is going to serve a very important purpose, and it's going to make things a lot less messy. This paper towel is going to go under the print head, and we want to slide the print head over this paper towel so that it fits directly under and is totally covering that bottom piece. Now what I'm doing is I actually need to remove the makeshift cartridges, which is what I call them. This is where the ink is actually able to pass through from the ink veins into this makeshift cartridge to the print head. We are now ready to use the Best Printers cleaning kit. This kit is linked down in the description below. All you will need with this kit is the syringe and the fluid. You won't need any attachments. Those are for other printer models. So what I'm doing is I'm actually filling my syringe with the solution. I usually like to fill it all the way past 20 milliliters. Once we have our syringe completely full with solution, we now have determined already what colors are giving us issues, what colors are not printing, what colors are faded. I'm starting with black. Now, to determine the colors with the nozzles, I'm going to throw up here the color pattern. Very important that you understand. Right now I'm working on black, and now I am working on magenta. I know that because of the color pattern that is on the screen currently. So generally speaking, you'll want to push about 20 milliliters through each color if you are printing blank pages. Now, if you only have one color missing, you are in luck. You're going to have a lot of leftover solution. So you can probably push another 20 milliliters through just to make sure that the blockage is broken. Now, one really quick note, this is information that you would find in my membership, but one extra step you can take if you have a lot of resistance while you are trying to push in the cleaning fluid is you could actually warm up the fluid and then reapply that warmed up fluid. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm actually reinstalling these makeshift cartridges. At this point, I've dried that area. Generally, I'm happy with my cleaning. Don't reinstall everything until you are totally satisfied with the cleaning. Now, of course, there is the possibility that you may have to come back and redo this, and it will take some time. So this does require time and patience. The next thing we need to do is remove the paper towel from under the print head. If you are cleaning all the colors, you will want to swap this out 2 to 3 times. So you need 2 to 3 sheets of paper towel. And if you have a really thin paper towel, you'll want to do it very frequently, maybe every 10 milliliters. So this is how this arm gets connected back into the spot where it's actually locked in place. And you see there, very easy, very simple. All you're doing is twisting it it slightly to the right or left, and you can get it in there. Now that everything is set, you now need to actually refill your ink cartridges. If you don't currently have 502 ink, there is some linked down in the description below. But you want to make sure that you are totally full with your ink tanks before you power anything on. Also, very important note, at this point, you have not powered on the printer. Leave the printer off for a total of 24 hours. You can install ink, you can work on it, everything, but before you actually power on, 24 hours needs to have transpired after you have actually put everything back together and reassembled the print head. All right, so we are actually not done with this cleaning. This next part is very, very important. You can't just clean the print head and turn on the printer and begin printing. You actually need to go back into the settings and do a print head cleaning. More specifically, you are selecting power ink flushing. That is a power cleaning. You are selecting that option and going through all the prompts, clicking yes, 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 until the cleaning actually begins. This will take about 10 minutes. Once the cleaning is complete, it will print off a nozzle report. If with that nozzle report, you're able to see that your print quality is totally back to normal, then you can end right there. You have been successful with the cleaning. If not, you'll go back to maintenance and select head cleaning. You're going to select OK, and you actually will need to click print. Once you select print, you are actually going to see whether there is a breakage in the lines, and there is if you don't have all of your quality back to normal or there's any fading or anything like that. The next option you are about to select is you are going to say yes, and then you're going to click on proceed, and you're selecting option number 1. The first option indicates that there is a breakage in the line or there's some issue and there needs to be additional cleaning. That will take about 4 minutes. The head cleaning you can do between 1 to 10 times. The power ink flush, you only want to do that once in the beginning. Now, one additional step you will want to take is replacing the maintenance box. The maintenance box is where all of that old ink ends up flowing to after you do this cleaning. So check out the video I have linked down in the description below or somewhere here on this video for more information on that. Now, if you were not successful with this portion of the cleaning, and really all this is doing is pushing ink back into the system. This is not really for the purpose of cleaning. You've already done the cleaning. Now, of course, you can go back with the cleaning kit and do an additional cleaning if you believe it's needed. And don't be surprised if there are other colors that are missing along the way here because you did a total flush. Even if you cleaned one color, it affects the entire print head. So just some information to be aware of. I really hope this information ended up being helpful. If you needed additional support, there will be some more information here in just a second. And remember the product links that are down in the description below for the cleaning kit and for some new Epson ink. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. If you followed all of the instructions in this video and you still are not getting 100% quality from your printer, then you will need additional support. I do have an additional support membership that is linked down below this video. I encourage you to sign up for the membership. You will get additional support videos that will take you through the entire process and give you advice on what to do if you're not able to actually fix your printer. But I'm confident that if you watch those videos and your printer is repairable, you will be able to fix your printer. Now, if you were able to solve your problem, then congratulations. Make sure to check out one of these 2 videos that are here on the screen. Thank you for watching, and until next time.